Hey guys, it's Anime Shaman back with his first video. So let's get right into what if Luffy had the Magu Magu No MI. So Luffy would be inside the bar with Shanks. My punches are like bullets, he would say. But then Shanks would be like, no, they're not, little kid. But then Luffy would try to punch Ben Pac-Man, but like he dodges it and punches him inside the pinky toe. He cries a lot because Ben Pac-Man is pretty strong because he's a Yonko commander. But then like the bandits come in. It was like, hey you little girl, we need all the booze in this place, all the sake. She was like, I'm sorry, but they drank it all. The red hair pirates did drink it all. But then they would be like, red hair pirates, huh? I haven't heard of you, so I guess you're some small fries. But I have a 3 million berry bounty on my head. I don't think you want to mess with me. But then Shanks is like, there's no need for fighting or anything. We could just share the booze. But then he was like, no. But then he gets a bottle from one of the lesser members of Shanks' crew and smashes it on Shanks' head. Shanks gets knocked to the floor, but then he was like, these small fries are not even worth our business. Let's go, everyone. But then Shanks is just on his floor. His straw hat's covering his eyeballs. But then Luffy is like, Shanks, why did you not do anything? You're such a dang coward. I can't believe I ever wanted to be like you. But then he was all mad and steamy, drinking his juice on the bar. But then he sees a chest with the fruit on it. And the fruit was kind of like steaming and kind of hot. But then he was kind of just mad at the world, so he eats the fruit. But then his eyeball turns into lava. So then he's basically crying lava right now, or like magma. But then Shanks is like, Luffy, did you eat that fruit? It was like, yeah, why? You're crying lava. But then he was like, what? It was like, Luffy, you ate a devil fruit. A devil fruit? What's a devil fruit? I thought those were just myths. But then Luffy was like, I have to get out of here. I gotta go train with this power. But then he sees the bandits again. He was like, oh, now I have this new power. I can beat those bandits up. So then, I say so then a lot. I'm sorry for that, everyone. So then, he sees the bandits. Then he was like, hey, everyone, guess what I have? I have a devil fruit. But then they just bust out laughing. Kid, devil fruits don't exist. But then he was like, yes, it does. But then he turns his fingernail into lava. He was like, and the bandit is like, and I guess you do have a devil fruit. But then Luffy tries to punch the bandit with his nail lava. But then the bandit dodges and grabs him by his head. And he grabs him like Yami does to Asta. But then he grabs him and goes out to sea. He throws him, right? But then Shanks is like, where's Luffy, everybody? But then they're like, I don't know. But then they see the bandits. But then Shanks uses his Conqueror's Haki. It was like, where is Luffy? But then they were like, our boss has him. Our boss has him and took him on a boat. I don't know where he's going. I don't know. But then he was like, thanks for the info. But then he used armament Haki mixed with Conquerors to I don't even know why I said mix. He just uses armament Haki to enforce his blade and chops them all down. But then there's just dead bodies all over the street. But then he was like, Luffy! But then Luffy's like, let me go, you bastard! But then the bandit is like, no, who's strong now? But then he throws him inside the ocean. Luffy is drowning. He's like, is this how I'm gonna die? But then Shanks is like, Luffy! But then he jumps inside the water. But then and he sees the Sea King. He was like, Shanks! He was like, Shanks, save me, please! But then the Sea King chops off Shanks' arm. But then Shanks uses his Conqueror's hockey to find off the Sea King, right? But then I'm just gonna say the abandoned comes and tries to run away, but then the Sea King kills him because I don't know, I just don't like that guy. But then he was like, Shanks, please don't go, Shanks. But he was like, Luffy, here's my straw hat. Now come give it back to me when you're inside the new world. He was like, okay, Shanks. But then is there like a 10-year time skip? No, I'm gonna make it like a 6-year time skip because it would be a 7-year time skip. So Luffy would be 17 years old. He hasn't mastered his fruit yet, but he's close to mastering it. But the fruit that Akainu would have would not be the Magu Magu No Mi fruit. He would just be a hockey master, kind of like Shanks. So that would not be confusing, So then let's go back into the time skip while Luffy is training with his fruit. So Luffy is tired every single day. He's tired of working. Garp works him to the bone and makes him survive inside the wild. But then while he's inside the wild, he has to fight the animals to train his fruit and stuff. So then let's go back when he set sail. He was like, "Bye, Grandpa. Bye, Hakino. Bye, the head of the and bye, Fufucha Village." But then I'm just gonna say he steals the boat that he has, the little fisherman boat. So then he was like, "Bye, everyone." But then his boat gets hit by a typhoon. But then he goes into a barrel that's on his boat, so he wouldn't die and stuff. But then Alvida's pirates come. It was like, "Hey, Kobe, is that a wine barrel? That's awesome. We can drink booze for days with that." But then he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Kobe, I'll pick it up," and kicks Kobe's back into the water. He was like, "Okay, guys." But then Kobe struggles to pick up the thing because Luffy will be more heavy inside this what if. So that's why he would struggle because he's kind of crying because he doesn't want to die. He's not crying, but he's kind of slowly whimpering. Kobe is. So then he picks it up, but then Luffy busts out of the barrel. But then he comes. It was like, I'm alive. But then he was like, "Who are you people?" But then he was like, kill the kid. But then Luffy's like, "I'm gonna become the king of the pirates, so I can't die here." But then he was like, magma fist, explosion, or something like that. Inside part 2, I'm gonna make a list of moves that he can use. Okay, so I just want to be coming up stuff on the fly like I am right now. So then he punches everyone with his magma fist. Bang, bang, bang. I'm gonna call this fist magma tornado. Because he's just spraying his magma everywhere inside the whole entire ship. But then Alvida comes. It was like, "Who's messing with my ship?" It was like, and the crewmates all but burnt and beaten. It was like, "Alvida, it's this guy. His fist can turn into magma." It was like, how is that possible? But then Luffy says, "It's because of my magma fruit. I ate a devil fruit." It was like, Alvida says those things are not real. But then she was like, "No matter, you're weak compared to me because my bat cannot be broken. Unbroken." But then he was like, "I think I'm stronger than you, but I think you should give me a valiant fight." But then he punches her once inside her fat little mug. But then he punches her once with his magma fist. Bang! But then she goes flying off the boat into his barrel. But then she's all squished and kind of breaks the barrel because she's so fat. She's like 12 tons or something. But then Kobe's like, "Mister, you're so strong." He was like, "Hey, Kobe." What? he was like, hey kid, what's your dream? He was like, I want to be a marine admiral. But then he was like, and I want to be the pirate king. You want to come with me on my journey? But then he was like, I just want you to drop me off on the next island because I do not want to be a pirate with you. He was like, understandable. But then he was like, first we got to get a ship. But then they just see a fisherman ship that Alvita was keeping at the bottom of her deck, kind of like a ship space. You know those ship spaces inside those big giant ships. But then they see a small fisherman ship. So it was like, I guess we can get to the next island. Luffy says to Kobe that and I need to get some more crew members. But then Kobe was like, do you want what crew member do you want to get first? He was like, maybe I kind of want to get a swordsman. But then he was like, there was a place called Shelltown. I think that was the name of the island. There was a place called Shelltown, is where another Zoro is going to be held to be executed soon. So then he was like, we got to go save him. So he can be part of my crew. So then Kobe was like, here we go again. Kind of like the Magic School Bus. He kind of reminds me of Arnold. But then I would say it would take them about 2 days and 2 nights to get there. They would come inside the morning of the third day. So then he sees this little girl that was like, do you know where Zoro is? But then Luffy's like, we're kind of looking for the same exact person. So then the townspeople were like, they're over there. But then Luffy, Kobe, and the little girl with the rice ball comes over to his cross thing and was like, here you go, Zoro, so you won't go hungry. He was like, thanks, little girl, I guess. But then he spits it out because he was like, oh, it's too sweet. She was like, I kind of use salt and I kind of use sugar instead of salt because I thought it would be more sweet so you can get more nourishment. He was like, oh, dang it, get out of here, girl. But then she cries off because she is kind of was like, think I was so mean. I just wanted to help him with my rice ball. But then Luffy was like, join my crew. But then he was like, no. He was like, can you join my crew now? No. Nah. But then Zoro says to Kobe, just feed me that rice ball, kid. He was like, okay, Mr. Zoro. But then he feeds it to them. But then Helmeppo comes and says, that's not a part of our agreement, Zoro. He was like, you have to stay here for 3 weeks without food or water, just for my pleasure, and so this village won't be destroyed by my father, Captain Morgan. He was like, hey, Luffy, or whatever your name is, you just go get my swords, and then I'll be part of your crew. He was like, I think that's a good fair. I think that's a fair, good deal. But then, Luffy busts inside the marine base. He's glocking marines. Bam, bam, bam. But then he shouts, Magma Bazooka! But then he rockets it. He just rockets this giant ball of magma. It's like his whole entire arm worth of magma. He just rockets, bang, and just hits the door where his swords are at. He was like, this is like a girl room, but who cares? But then he grabs the 3 swords. He was like, here you go, Zoro. But then Zoro grabs Kawina's sword with his mouth and slices his chains off. He was like, that's pretty impressive, Zoro. But then he was like, you ain't seen nothing yet, kid. But then he slices down Helmeppo. not really slices him down. He just kind of like gives him a scar on his chest area. But then Captain Morgan comes and was like, oh, I don't want my image to be ruined. I don't care if that bastard kid dies. He was like, Papa, please help me. He was like, I don't care about you. I just care about my image. So I could become a Marine Admiral. But then and he tries to kill Zoro, Kobe, and Luffy. But then Luffy says magma barriers. But then his axe hand is all burned off. But then Zoro comes and slices his head off. But then Kobe is like, all of these Marines, all of them, they're so corrupted. If all Marines are like this, I never want to be a Marine. And how about you, cowards? You couldn't even stand up to this fool? This bastard? You couldn't even stand up with him? Damn it. I'm just gonna join your crew, Luffy. It was like, 2 crewmates in one day. That was a pretty good adventure. He was like, let's go. But then they hop on the fishing boat. But then I would say Luffy, he kind of broke inside a Marine base, killed Captain Morgan, and kind of injured a lot of Marines. I would say there's like 10,000. No, there's like about 1,000 Marines there. So like I would say he was about to get a 45 million berry bounty. So then he would be having the most bounty inside the East Blue. But then I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for the disturbance. Let me just pause real quick. But then they go inside the fishing boat, right? They go inside the fishing boat, and then they sail off. So where do they go next? Oh yeah, they go to Usopp's island. But then they're like, I guess it's another island that we could stay here for like a day or two. But then Usopp was like, are you guys pirates? They were like, yeah, we're pirates. What's it to you? He was like, I'm a pirate as well, and I got 8,000 men on this island, so you better leave. He was like, but then Kobe is like, 8,000 men? Do you mean that 3 kids over there? But then he was like, 3 kids. But then they would come and Usopp would befriend them. But then Kobe would be like, oh, so like where is that? What is that ginormous mansion right there? He was like, don't go there. My really good friend lives there. She's sick. I don't want you sick pirates to come and kill her for her money. It was like, we would never do that. We're good pirates. But then Usopp would tell them about their mom, about his mom and how she was sick, and tell him about Yasopp. But then Luffy would be like, I know Yasopp. He was on Shanks' crew, right? He was their sniper. They say he was the best sniper inside the whole entire Grand Line. So like he was like, Usopp, just join my crew. He was like, okay, I guess. But then he was like, I want to be the bravest warrior on the sea, and that's real talk. But then the butler, right? I'm sorry, but like just like the East Blue Saga is kind of hazy to me. So then the butler comes and was like, I'm just gonna kill that girl for all her money, so she'll never be able to get help again, or else she will not be sick. I'm gonna free her from this prison that she calls life. But then he was like, no. But then Luffy comes up to the whole entire crew. It was like, magma tornado. But then he spins around. His whole entire body is turning into magma right now. Everywhere. It's just a magma vortex of death. But then all get caught inside it. But then Zoro will get his blades out and slice it with 3 swords down. He would say, gorilla arms, let's go. But then Kobe would be like, I don't know what to do, so I would just punch. But then he says, big Kobe punch. But then Usopp would be like, Fire Star, double it up. But then, like, there would be 7 fire stars, and putting into that sword, punchy, and fiery vortex of death. There would be even more heat that's added to it. But then, Usopp's village is freed, so they get to marry. And this is where I'm going to stop this video. Hopefully you like it up. So, bye guys. This is going to be my first video. And I'll see you guys later.